What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 game development live stream where we're working in Project Hero, an action-adventure game built from scratch using Unreal Engine 4 and now using Unreal Engine 5, C++, blueprints, the gameplay ability system plugin, all of that good stuff. So these last few weeks we've been working with the enhanced input system, and last time we were having trouble getting our movement working. So we have this move forward action, and we have the move forward input mapping context part of it here. So I found a good tutorial that, kind of figured out what we have to do, because we have to because when we have this input action value, it is because we're using this value and it's an axis 2D, so we have an X and Y, right? So we gotta use the proper information when we actually want to use the scaling of it. So 0, 1, -1, -1, things like that. So we're able to get forward and backwards to work, right? So forward, backward, sprinting, everything. So we still have left and right and everything like that, but that's because that part is using the old part of the input system. So I kind of want to do a couple things. I want to first change this to IA movement, just so our information's kind of clear. And obviously whenever we change anything, like renaming anything, we gotta make sure we fix our redirectories. Because then in code, because we have a separate function for moving right, and we don't really want to have that anymore. So we're gonna have to remove this for sure. We can nuke that. So save that, and let's recompile. Hopefully it won't take too long. I kind of compiled this project a couple times throughout the day, so it shouldn't have to be too big of a deal. I don't know why. I feel bloated and kind of fat today. I haven't been to the gym since Saturday. Kind of did a lot of drinking for a bachelor party, and maybe I overate. I don't know. So that's how I am mentally right now. I'm not gonna be. I wasn't able to go to the gym today because the weather report said it was gonna rain like crazy in Warsaw, and then it didn't rain. It's gonna start raining like now, so I definitely would have had time to go to the gym. And then tomorrow I gotta look at some apartments. Well, just one apartment, so I gotta do that after work. So I think, today I didn't eat too much. I had like a simple egg omelet, like one egg and a couple egg whites, mushrooms, onion, and tomato. A little bit of butter and oil and whatnot. And then for lunch I had a chicken cordon bleu thing, some potatoes, and some rice. And then for dinner I made like a pre-made cauliflower burger and some onion rings. So I don't think I ate too much. But still, I don't know. Maybe I always kind of beat myself up a little bit. And I gotta stop. Especially because I finished my therapy. Like, I got my 10 free sessions, so I gotta kind of take into account what I've learned and things like that. So, always trying to set out to do better. And in Bachelor part, we got to shoot some guns. I gotta close out Parsec. Whoops. That's work. And I also gotta get out of Slack. Let's get out of all this crap that I don't need right now. There we go. Alright. So what we just did, we just removed this move right function, and we're doing everything in this move forward function. We're gonna also have to rename this. But we'll do one thing at a time, right? Because now with the enhanced input system, you don't have to separate out moving left and right with moving forward and backward. You can just make it one general movement input action, and you can bind it to a vector 2D. So you got so based on what I'm seeing here from this code that I looked up, so move forward scale is the Y value. So because again, when you have an F input action value, it actually pulls from the input action the data that it needs. So once this opens, I'll kind of explain a little bit more. So we have input action, and we're telling it, okay, use an axis 2D, a vector 2D, so x and a y. And so the code basically says, okay, the forward scale is going to be the y value, and the right scale is going to be the x value. And just basically read that and depend on the actual input direction. So we're going to have to do a couple things now. First, we open up our our mapping context, right? So we have W and S. You know, eventually we'll have to add gamepad controls and stuff like that to this, but we won't do that for maybe a little while. Let's go to our project settings. Let's go to our input. So we have, we should have a lot of stuff in here. So we have move right. So we can just nuke that. So now, moving left and right shouldn't work. Yeah, see, I'm holding it left, or A and D doesn't work, so but forward and backward does. So now we should be able to add this. I'll have to pull up the documentation again for this, because they tell you explicitly what you have to put in for these values, which is pretty clutch. So just to give a little bit more context here. So for W, you need swizzle input axis values, and then for S, you need negate as well as swizzle input values. But for A and D, I can't remember. So for A, it's just negate, and D is none. So we can add one. So we'll do A first. Oops. A. So trigger, I don't think it needs to be anything. Modifier, it just needs to be negate. I think for the negate, I don't think we have to do anything special. And then let's try adding the D. And that's supposed to be none. So we added that into our mapping context. Now we just kind of have to pray that it works. So that's A and D. And now we can move diagonal directions and everything like that. And that's all well and good. So we got that working. So very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. Let's clean up our code a little bit. We don't need this log anymore. And we should probably move this within the if statement, really, because we don't want to do anything if the controller is not valid. Actually, no, we want to do this. I forget. Yeah, we need to do this no matter what. Thanks for the value of that, Alaskan Andy. Nice to have you aboard. Why is direction incorrect now? I think that should autocorrect. All right, that's just being weird. We got rid of the print string that we were doing, but now move forward. We're just got to change this. So virtual void move forward. So where is this coming from? It's not really coming from anything. Let's see. Go to declaration use. Okay, so I don't know why this is virtual void. Maybe because we're just gonna leave it as it is. I don't want, but we'll call it maybe character movement. Shouldn't be a big deal, and I guess that would make sense. I just don't know if I'm calling move forward explicitly anywhere, so we'll probably have to check if we can get any compilation errors. Again, not sure. Oh, I know why that's complaining. Okay, or build, cancel. We accidentally deleted the bracket. All right, we should be good there. So now we have our movement. So I guess the next thing would be probably how to figure out like our camera movement, like the rotation of the camera. Why is that? Why is this? What happened? Cannot. Okay, I know why. You have to fix the call here. So, okay, yeah, move forward is no longer a thing. Character movement. That should be okay. And now here's the find axis for move right as well. We should be able to just nuke that. And yeah, basically we have to like update these binding axes, which I'll definitely run into problems with doing. If I'm going to be honest, like we had a little bit of trouble doing this fucking character movement part, but maybe since we were able to do this finally, maybe we'll understand how to do the rotational aspect. So let's try compiling again. Let's look at our to-do list as well. So this is our little checklist of stuff, and yeah. So we don't really have a list of working on the enhanced input, which maybe we should. But you know, whatever. I am curious if our character preview is still working. Sometimes my systems just don't work. Even like they work, and then I leave them alone for a couple weeks, and then they don't work. So let's look. Okay, so we do have it. Yeah. Okay, we're okay. They are a little character preview. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, left and right still works. Cool beans. So project settings. Let's go back to input. So we gotta do. So look up and turn. So and it's kind of, I don't know why they're at these values. I wonder if that's been, yeah, now it's kind of fast, but whatever. You know, we have some interesting movement. We're running. Okay. So I think more or less, it should work maybe about the same way. So let's just try. So IA for input action, and then we'll do rotation. Camera rotation, I guess. And I think it should be the same jazz here. So vector 2D, right? And then we go into our input context. We add a new mapping. Camera rotation. So we're looking, so mouse X and mouse Y. So mouse X, mouse Y. What other options are there? Mouse X D to the axis. I wonder if we should do that. So I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. So I'm gonna assume it's gonna be swizzle input axis value, and then this one's gonna be negate and swizzle axis value. Let us, for now, delete turn and look up. So there, yeah, now I'm moving my mouse around. We're not turning, nothing's happening, right? Let's see if this documentation talks about this. So run action, input mapping contexts. Okay, nothing really explicitly for that. So I think we need to go into our character. Hero get input access value. I'm not sure what I'm doing that for. There's my mapping context. Yeah, here's our input actions. I definitely want to do movement action instead of movement forward action. So let's worry about that. Should be fine. Then we can copy this. Do I call this? Oh, let's just hold on. Rotation. The camera rotation action. Camera rotation action. Go to usages. All right, so this one I don't, because yeah, we're explicitly telling it jump now. I don't think we need that. So let's nuke that. Now we have turn and look up. So let's explicitly call those out. Oops. So now I think I need to combine these because there's turn character, and then there's add control input. So maybe I think I have to make an explicit new function. So we'll do something similar, I guess. So virtual void character camera rotation. Const f input action value, and then we'll make that definition. There you go. And I more or less have to do something similar here. We don't have to update rotation oriented movement. So we basically have to do something similar. Don't have to do that. So like we were explicitly calling, for example, turn. Turn was doing turn character, right? So I guess first we can just do this player enhanced input by action character camera rotation trigger event triggered like that. This and what we can do what at this class character camera rotation should be valid. Thanks for the follow, the main Stark. I appreciate it. Okay. So find action, trigger this. I mean, I thought we could write that. We don't need that. Is it A this class? No. All right, let's just. Oh. Forgot. Parentheses. So player enhanced input set bind to action. We're putting a function in there. I think, yeah, it's because I need the action too, similarly. Okay. So that should be good enough. So back to the actual function itself. So we have So X and Y, I guess, is... I'm guessing X is going to be pitch. The const float, camera pitch, rotation. We'll say camera. Yeah, we'll just make a shot in the dark and we'll see what happens, right? So we'll do that, and then we gotta do so much code. So we'll do turn first, so we can call turn character. So turning is yaw. So turn character, camera, yaw rotation. And then they call from pawn, look up. No, it's called add controller pitch input. And it just takes a float, so they what, camera pitch rotation. I'm not 100% sure that's gonna work. Because then again, I don't know what I'm doing at the time. Let's try compiling. Hopefully the music won't be too loud. All right, I'm just kind of... Oh, I know what I'm doing. All right. Okay. Ugh. All right, my assumption, again, it's not going to work. Let's confirm a couple things. So we got our camera rotation and mouse. So we got mouse X, mouse Y. We got to go into our character. We have input actions. Okay, so interestingly enough, like, okay, yeah, so it doesn't work. Yeah, for some reason this got like taken out. So we got movement, we got rotation. So we put those in. Should be able to move. Okay, so hold on, we got pitch. We just don't have the X. So add controller yaw input. Okay, what am I getting for value? So value is 0. Okay. What can we do? Let's do log. Log temp, warning, text, camera, pitch value. I didn't like new line like that. I don't. Let's see. Camera, yaw value. You know, we should be able to just say camera Pitch rotation camera. Yeah, rotation. That should be enough. Okay, so compiled. Yes, that's always a good start. So again, the pitch works. For some reason the yaw does not. Might have to look into some tutorials. Don't want to have to do that, but maybe I will have to. Alright. Output log. Can't see with this microphone. There we go. Alright. I need it to be not disappearing. So let's see. Oops. Resume. Okay. I don't think I have to add negate into this thing, do I? No. Yeah, and the slash n is not new line. Does it need anything? Oh, okay, it doesn't need anything. Okay. So that was not bad. You know, we got it relatively quickly on the first try. So we got that going for us, which is nice. Let's go modifier. I guess scalar. Can I make these like all 0.5s? Will that like help reduce the... Yeah, there you go. Cool. We got that going. We can take that out. So we got movement and rotation now using the enhanced input. What else do we need? My turn rate and lookup rate. That's gonna be in part with gamepad. So let me double check to see if we can crouch. All right, so we can't crouch. Oh, we can. Okay. We got crouching, so we can just nuke this, I think. Yeah, changing character. Okay, so yeah, now I got female. Like nothing really works when you're female. I wonder why pressing C. Oh, that's... Oh, it does the sliding. So our slide is broken. Okay. We gotta just keep going. So can I make like a debug kind of thing? No. So like auto move, right? Does that work? Okay, it does. Okay, yeah, super fast, obviously. But it works. So maybe I can keep debug stuff using the old ability system, old input system, but and then like all my other stuff would be a part of the enhanced input system. So like ability 1, like all this stuff. Like what? Let's go to abilities, data asset. We have slide. Do I like a test ability? Oh, that's input action. Okay. So yeah, we definitely need input actions for like ability 1, 2, and 3, for example. So we can probably do that. So IA ability 1. Yeah, bool. I don't think it needs any kind of trigger. So ability 1. Ability 1. Do I have like a test? Yeah, I do. So this should work. So I'm pressing 1, but nothing is happening. Okay. Do I have a print string on this? Oh, okay. My parents found their cat. Okay. Let's look at this ability. I thought I printed something. Oh, I know it's missing. Yeah, see, like we have it, but we need to input ability input ID ability 1. So now we should be okay. So like 1, yeah, blah 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 blah. All right, so we're in. And we should be able to do the rest. Ability 2. Test ability 2. Like later on, we're gonna need to be able to like interchange these things, like assign different abilities to different ability slots and stuff, which will be annoying at the time, I'm sure. But we're gonna just kind of roll with the punches for right now. Okay, and now we just gotta make those new input actions. Duplicate, cool. Duplicate, cool. So ability 2, ability 3. Now we gotta open up these abilities. So what is it? Test ability. So 2. Ability 2. Then ability 3. So now those should be assigned. So 1, 2, 3. Cool. So those are done. I'm not 100% sure about the confirm and cancel. We don't really have any kind of abilities that require targeting or confirmation or canceling of that ability. So we might add that later when we actually find the need for it. So we'll just go ahead and leave those alone. So evading, I don't think we need to really care about that one. And same thing with forward and side step, left and right step, it's whatever. So attacking and blocking, these are all like pretty interesting things that we would have to figure out, I think, at some point. But I think for now, we could say with some relative confidence that we have everything kind of working as we want. I gotta fix gotta fix a couple things now. First is sliding. I don't know why the slide doesn't work. So let's look. So we have our 3 abilities, right? So jump, sprint, crouch, slide, right? Now let's look at our context. So slide is C. So I think maybe it's something wrong. I don't know what could be going on. Let's look at our abilities. So we have slide, right? So slide, not activated. All right, so it kind of... It activates for like a second. It's just very weird. That it kind of breaks like that. So let's go, because I could have sworn we had slide working last. It's kind of bad that it broke. So animation, blueprint. Let's just see what happens, right? Because I think we should. So we have is sliding, right? So let's set this to true. So it does slide. So it goes there. Let's plug that in correctly now. Let's look at that ability. So we have minimum speed threshold thing. Did anything get reset? Like, we should have some parameters, right? Slide ability. So delay time for slide boost window, boost strength, the move boom threshold. We have the effect. So does it even reach that point? It does. Okay, I think I might know what's wrong. I don't want to rerun it. Okay, there. Because I think... actions. Slide. I think this needs to be hold. Because, like, we have to hold it down. Let's look at sprint. Hold and release. So let's give that a go. I'm gonna see what's up. Maybe it'll work. No. I just don't understand why he's jumping. Let's print. Okay, activate slide. And then end slide. Let's see. All right, so it ends immediately. So that's probably the reason. So I guess this was supposed to be hold and release. There we go. Okay. All right. Thank God we fixed it. Okay. So we're good there. Definitely nuke that out. Okay. So all these are like the unequip and everything. There's something else I gotta kind of figure out. So I guess like the next kind of chunk stuff that we had to do. Let's go back to our list. So we have give me a second. I'm just getting messages here. Okay. Yeah, this next set of stuff to do. So we have sliding mechanics. Oh yeah, there is a bug. With the slide, I'll have to recompile just to kind of show it. Because if I remember right, like the time window for like the actual boosted jump is broken. And I guess because we have to like deactivate the binded callback for it, I think. Ah, my phone. Let's see. Ugh, I got such a stomach. Let me just take a photo of what we're doing. There you go. Sorry for the wait. Okay. Yeah. So we have this mechanic with the slide, where we slide and we see this little thing, right? You see the bright window, not window, but the bright particle effect, right? And you should be should be a time window where after you see that, if you jump, you get like a super jump, right? But right now, there's a time window and it still goes. So that time window mechanic doesn't seem to be working. So on activatability, we do that, we get the minimum speed threshold value that basically says, okay, this is how, like, once you reach this speed when you're sliding, it'll automatically end the ability. And then we have this input release task. If delay for slide is greater than 0, we have this wait delay. And then we have this wait delay task window. So basically, that applies the window. So when this initial delay finishes, it calls that. So I think it's this gameplay effect issue, right? So we have the gameplay queue and the gameplay effect. I thought the gameplay effect has a duration. Oh, it's 10 seconds. Okay. Probably why. So now let's see. So we're sprinting. There's our window. We missed it. Try again. We got it, right? So I think 0.5 seconds is a good window. So we have fix bug with time window, so ground friction as an attribute. Let's see. Because yeah, what are we doing? Right, we set ground friction to 1. And then we manually set it back to 8. So like, do we want that as an attribute, or like basically we create a gameplay effect that says, okay, this now this ground friction is this, and then we remove that gameplay effect at the end of the ability. I'm not sure. I guess it would be fine. Let's look at our attributes. So movement speed, jump height, crouch speed, health regeneration, mana. And then we have some damage stuff that we haven't even... I don't even want to get started. We're still working so much on just like character movement and feel and stuff like that. So let's go ahead. Make a new one. We'll say hero character ground friction. And then I'm pretty sure we have to do something in here. So pre-attribute change. Something like that. So what? Get hero character ground friction attribute. Do value. So we want to clamp it between 0. We'll say 10. For now. And this is damage, I believe. And I think now, if my memory serves me right, I think we do it somewhere in the character movement component. But get max speed, right? I feel like this is something. Is there like a virtual void get ground friction? No. All right, so this is the hero character. So might have to add something here as well. We get move speed, get jump height, get air control, get crouch speed. So yeah, view function, blueprint callable, category, hero, oops, character. This is not right. Parentheses, hero character attributes, float, get ground friction, const. Generate definition. Then we'll get hero character ground friction. We also need to yeah, it's gonna be under data tables, I think. So player initialization, right? So we have all this different stuff. So I believe it's in our Google Drive. Sign in. Boom. Okay, this is mine. Hero ability. Yeah, here we go. Hero initialization. So we'll add it above. So it should be hero character attributes dot hero character ground friction, I believe. Let's just double check our code. So attributes, hero character, ground friction, boom. So base value, it's gonna be 8, min value 0, 10, blah, blah, blah. True, true, let's say true. So file, download, comma separated CSV, like that. Re-import. I don't know if I did that correctly. No, I didn't. Where did that save to? Okay, we don't want to save it there. Download. I believe we have an explicit thing in our repo. So it's got to be project hero, data tables, layer attributes initialization. There you go. Boom. Re-import. Boom. Now we should have ground friction. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Now I just gotta remember. So we have movement speed, but like, how do I actually do it? So yeah, so there's get max speed. So where am I using get max speed? Anywhere? So it is overridden. So it's a new character movement component, yeah? Now, is there anything in here for ground friction. Okay. So maybe in my initialization, I could say, So where am I calling something like set new air control? So I guess I would have to do something like set new ground friction. Yeah? I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but we're doing it this way. We'll just yoink that and just change everything to ground friction, right? Ground friction attribute. Also owning player, it's going to be get ground friction. Okay. So here, character movement, set new ground friction. So something like that. I am curious. Like if I were to, oh, well, I gotta move some stuff to C++ as well in here, so that's a good reminder. Let's do a test. So we need a gameplay effect. Test jump, right? Also, actually, in Sprint, we have a modifier of the actual movement speed. So let's see if I can do jump height. And yeah, let's multiply it by 10. So in theory, while we're sprinting, we should be able to just jump really high. Okay, so that doesn't work. But let's look at a couple things. So let's look at our base attributes, right? So jump height, we're at 2000, which is weird. So we jump like this. I don't know why. Just make it ridiculous. So attributes. Okay, so max jump height is clamped to 2000. Max jump height. let's let it fly for right now. I just want to make sure I can do it. Yeah, see, it still doesn't really work as you would expect. Okay, so still jump height. Weird. Still clamped at 2000. Is it in code that I'm clamping that as well? Yeah. Alright. So let's actually modify jump height multiplier. Let's add 4. So jump height multiplier. Yeah, see, like, so that's interesting that that attribute actually doesn't really do anything. Because like when I jump, let's find our jump ability, right? So can activate ability, yeah, character, jump. And then there should be, I think I have like a jump override. And I think character? Not this one. Jump. Can jump internal. Yeah, good to do right here if you see some weird shit. This is probably why. So basically, like, our jump height just doesn't affect how high we can actually jump. So where's my hero character? So jump. No, let's find it. So 11 results. So it's all in here. And we only really call this in one place, right? Yeah. So maybe we gotta call a character set jump Z? No, it's in the character movement component, yeah? What does this require? So current. So I guess let's do something like this. So a hero character movement component. So it's a U. Okay. So jump. So I guess I could actually put this into its own. little statement. Something like that. And then we'll say what? Float current jump z velocity equals character movement component jump z velocity. Oops. Guess this also could be a const. Let's see if that actually works. Because again, I guess it's because we have to validate what we're doing. Let's share that real quick. Let's see. Okay, compiled successfully. That's good. So now, in theory, again, what I'm trying to accomplish here is to have the actual jump Z be affected now. Because again, I have this. It's under abilities and sprint. I don't need this anymore. So I have this HGE sprint. So, and in here we have a jump height modifier. So I hold down shift, the multiply turns to 5. And okay, now it works. That's nice. And it gets back to normal. Okay, so that did the trick. So we don't need that one anymore. So now we should be able to do something more or less similar for sliding. So let's make a new gameplay effect. HDE slide ground friction. We'll make it infinite because we'll manually remove it. Stacking type aggregate by source, make it 1 just to make sure you can't really stack this in any kind of way. Modifier, of course, we gotta find ground friction. So we're gonna add, no, we'll override. So in code, let's just get rid of everything. Let's go to slide. So it's 8 by default, and then one when we change it. So we'll make it 1. Obviously, we're gonna add some tags. So effect dot slide dot ground friction modifier. So we'll know it's valid there. So now let's go into slide. Yeah, all this stuff. So we're gonna definitely change this here. So spread. So this should say slide. And for this one, we'll say, all right, modifies the ground friction attribute. There. So we'll say slide ground friction effect. And then slide, basically, so instead of saying ground friction is 1 here, we're going to apply the gameplay effect. And I always forget how to apply a gameplay effect. We're gonna do something like that. Oops. So we're gonna call this slide ground friction handle, I guess, yeah. So slide ground friction effect, blah, blah, blah. Do I need actual handle as well? Yeah. That, yeah, of course, we'll add a comment. The handle to a reference when applying and removing the ground friction modifying gameplay effect. Pretty sure I spelled modifying wrong, right? Modify. There you go. So boom, boom, boom. Good, good, good. So now on end ability, we want to remove that one. So can I say, so yeah, instead of saying ground friction is 8, remove gameplay, so like remove that effect. So remove the gameplay effect that granted this ability. No, I don't want to do that. Can I say that? Let's see. We'll see if we get a compile. Any compile errors, I should say. Wow. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so it succeeded. Okay. So, as it stands right now, in theory, like the ground friction should not change. Yeah, see? So now, So we already have the gameplay effect that we're modifying everything. Yeah. Now we should be able to go into the actual ability. I should definitely separate these out into like better categories, but we'll do whatever. So ground friction. So let's see now if it works. So no, it doesn't, and I know why. And here I need to basically say so get hero character movement component, set ground friction. I should say you hero character movement component, character movement component equals get hero character, and then we'll just say like that. We can remove this. So let's say float current ground friction that can be made const. Now I should be able to do something similar to when we do end ability. So we'll just kind of have to copy this if statement. Yes, it can be made const, so it's not bitching. It's U2. Oh, no, okay. I don't think this could be constant either. Okay. And I think this will have to come after we remove it. So I think that should be valid. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Man, I've been really tired today too. Alright, build succeeded, cool. But let's see if this ground friction works. Okay, and it does. Cool. So I'm curious if I should just call these kind of functions like set new ground thing or whatever. Like on movement mode changed. Or not. Is there some sort of update function that exists. Update. A lot. So these are all more or less variables. Let's try to find the functions. New properties. All right, so you got the functions now. Return to current performing a movement update. Maybe update base move. Update or defer updating a position based on movement. Update the base of the characters. Update the character state and perform movement right before doing the actual position change. I wonder if I can override this. Let's put a UE log in. I just want to see how often this updates. If it is like every frame. Is it just like this? Or is it literally, can I just do this? I forget what I can and cannot do in UE5. Let's just see if that compiles. I hope it does, but you know. Building 10 actions. Why? Oh my god, my chest hurts too. Yeah, no, okay. Log temp warning text. And we'll just say, okay, character state before movement. Fingers crossed. Okay. Very nice, very nice. All right, so now, yeah, we should just see, yeah, so it's getting called every frame. So, in theory, what we can do is something like, so we'll start with the ground friction. So set the ground friction, we'll call it ground friction, right? guess this could be made const. Is that what it's bitching about? Yeah, I guess this one as well. No? Oh, it could be moved to if statement. So like that. And then const, I guess, is the next thing it's complaining about. Yeah. So we should be able to do that. And then what that means here in slide is we no longer have to do this. And we no longer have to do this. It should still work as it did before. So now we're just kind of like on updating the ground friction thing, which I don't know how effective or ineffective that is, but it might be better just so we don't have to constantly remember that we have to update these kind of values. Okay. Epic fail. Oh, yeah. That. And I guess, in our hero character, I think, we have on possessed. I thought it was, wasn't it on possessed? I thought there was, let's see, set ground friction. No, not here. Set ground. No? Is it in hero character? Yeah, I don't think we need this information here either. Well, we might need it for AI, so we're gonna leave it. Set ground. Alright, I gotta find what I'm looking for. Because we call it somewhere. Oh my god, I just saw it. So this, yeah. So we shouldn't have to do this anymore. And fingers crossed, we'll see if it compiles. Which it should. I don't know why it wouldn't. Bing pot. Okay. So now our slide and the ground friction should work. Still. So let's play, and it does. Cool. So now we can pretty much do the same thing for air control and set jump Z velocity. So we can go to character movement component. Oh yeah, we need the override specifier. Okay. I don't think we need. Yeah, we don't need the override there. So we should be able to do what? Set new jump Z velocity, then just get jump Z velocity, and then set new air control, and we could just pass in air control. Oh, just pass in air control, and then we can go to hero character. We could just nuke this whole section. And then within our jump ability, We no longer have to do that. And we no longer need this to actually be an if statement, so we can just say that. I don't think we do anything on endability, right? So we have cancelability, endability. So we should be okay there. Oh, oh. 10 actions. We just have to change this gameplay effect to change that modifying attribute. So it's under sprint. No, it's not. It's under gameplay effects for sprint. I don't like how that's kind of laid out, but whatever. So under, yeah, movement speed HD sprint. Can add another modifier as a test. Jump height multiplier, just add 4 to it. So now, just to confirm, we have our attributes, press shift, now jump, and yeah, we're really high up. So we're good there too. Okay. We can remove that. Boom, boom, boom. Just in case we can check that out as well. So I think we're done. So we're done for today, I think. So let's I forget which classes. Oops, no, I don't want to open those. I want to check out. So we definitely did that. We did the character movement component. We did slide. I think, yeah, we did the character. I think that's it. I don't know if we want to go through everything. Nothing in gameplay effect for sure. Cheat manager, I think we fucked with a while ago. I'll just submit that. Character creator attributes, definitely did, yeah. So nothing else there. We're good. So we got a lot done, that's nice. So, finalize enhanced input system. Yo, what's up, Bill? Thanks for the 17 months, my friend. I was just wrapping up anyway, so you came in at the last possible minute. So we finalized our enhanced input system, added ground friction attribute, made sure that movement updates for jump. Oh, fuck. Updates for jump, ground friction, and air control are, yeah, so make sure that movement updates for blah, blah, blah. What else do we do? Fixed slide mechanic and its time window. I think that's it. See if we can submit without any problems. There you go. Boom. So everything is submitted to our source control. So yeah, that's what I'm going to end it for tonight. Thanks for all of the follows today from the main Stark and that Alaskan Andy, and Billy, thanks again for subscribing for that 17 month. Tomorrow I'm going to be looking at a new apartment so I don't think I'll be able to stream. And then Wednesday I got a date, so I don't think I'll be able to stream. So maybe Thursday we'll be able to stream again. So just keep an eye out for that. Enjoy your week, guys. Get that bread, you know how you do. And I'll see you guys soon. Because I think it was a lot of blueprint scripting. Let's see. So in tick, we have this bow charging time and everything. We have unequip. So where do we actually equip our weapons? So we have our ability actions, and we have movement, character creator, gameplay effects, preview environment, damage data, player abilities, weapon. So we have two weapons, default weapon and BP bow. So I should be able to just say shield, right? And I should be able to, okay, so I don't know where this shield is. Okay, so it doesn't even kind of spawn. That's interesting. So I feel like we should have maybe like a weapon data class. And this weapon data has like the actual weapon. Because like if we go BP hero weapon shield, there is literally a shield here. We have item, weapon, has a shield, so we don't have an attachment socket. So yeah, and we have hero item ability data. So we have, alright, so this is definitely something along the right track, but I feel like there needs to be like a new kind of data asset that kind of supplies all this information. So we have a hero shield data asset, and in there it contains like the abilities it should have, the weapon to grant, and things like that. So maybe that's kind of like where we have to kind of start with our refactoring, because we have this hero item weapon base, so we have like equipping and unequipping, and this does this like whole thing with abilities and stuff like that. So I don't know if that's really the right way to do that. So we have hero ability data asset, we have this movement. So maybe we need to make a new data asset. So let's go to tools, new C++ class. We're gonna look for what? Data asset? So hero weapon data asset. And we'll put that under weapons and then data, I guess. Go ahead and create that class. I don't like that I open up Visual Studio. That just tells me we have to update something in the project settings once it's done. Okay, so it's doing a lot of coding crap, but I think... Alright, hold on, the editor is kind of hanging. So we'll wait for that. Okay. Close out of Visual Studio as quickly as possible. So I think we need to I think it's under editor or project settings, and then I think we gotta go to source code, Visual Studio, writer. We'll restart later. So we're compiling with the live coding. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I don't even. It's not even worry about that. Let's just. We gotta exit anyway. So here we have our data, right? Not sure what this include. I think we just gotta say hero as well. Boom. It's all well and good. And then hero weapon base. We gotta kind of take some information out of this and put into our data asset. So what do we want to do? So definitely this enum class. Oops. Move this enum class out. Take all this. So that was under a protected. Do that. And that was under a public. Okay. Weapon scale. I don't know if we want to have in this data asset like full equipped weapon or anything like that. Let's go find the base. So hero item ability data. So where is it getting that information? Like, where is hero? Like, what is that? All right, so that, yeah, it's in hero item base. So we don't want that there. I guess there's some. Fuck, okay, maybe we need to. Oh man, yeah, my license expires in 5 days too. Yeah, I should really renew my license too. My friend's sending me a video from a museum that they're at. So I guess we really should put this in item and have this extend that. So we're not in too much hot water. I don't know if this will compile. I think it will. Let's just oops. All right, let me try to renew this license. Yeah, that by wait, can I already like sorry. Can I already download this? All right, let's break everything that we've been working towards and try to install this. All right, let's fuck our shit up. Yes. Let's unpin that one. Writer for Unreal Engine. Associations with that. Next. Next. Alright, let's see how knowing me, this is not going to go smoothly, but maybe there's hope. Alright. Keep on downloading. All right. Do I have to enter my my license ID? Interesting. Alright, so what we're gonna do, once this all loads and everything's okay, we're gonna make an like a hero item data asset, and then just kind of refactor things that this will inherit from that one. Solution structure. So like something like this will be fine. Maybe there'll be like an enum for like item type, where it could be, I don't know, like what kind of different, like a potion. I'm not sure, because like honestly, like there should be items like things that heal you, maybe like things that make like quick attribute changes and stuff like that. Either permanent or with some sort of duration. We'll have to see. All right, so it's almost done processing everything. I'm gonna be so afraid to try to compile this because I'm afraid it's gonna take like an hour. Okay, updating source files. Sometimes I really don't like how long this takes. Probably next year I'll get a better PC. Treat yourself. Saving symbols, processing, Unreal Engine source files. All right, so there's all the coloring that I want. Okay, let's try now. File. I'm just hoping I don't have to update anything within Visual Studio installer. You know, something with. I always forget what those things are called. I guess forget it. All right. Okay, only 8 actions. All right. Almost done. Okay, there we go. Compile there. All right. So what did we forget? Attachment block is not a member of that. So we have spawn weapon. So we're gonna have to refactor that to actually take into account refactor after creating item data class. So boom. I guess we should do this whole function. Okay. That should be about it. So yeah, we're just returning true at this point. Let's try again. Changes. Yeah, I'm kind of glad we're actually moving past movement abilities now, at least for a little bit. We've been kind of stuck on that phase for quite some time, and then, you know, the whole migration into UE5 and upgrading our projects from 425 to 427 to 5, you know, using enhanced input system, having to update animations. It's a whole mess. All right, So we're in. Once the editor loads up, we'll create a new class for this other data asset. Okay. In tools, do C++ class, data, asset, hero, item data. Put that under item, data. Should be enough. So, not sure how this should work exactly. Because like hero item data, like do I want all items to like be able to grant abilities and stuff like that? Should I have like a boolean that hides certain parameters that say, okay, like what is this doing? You know, what's it not doing? So let's go to hero weapon data asset. So instead of going from that, we're gonna say u hero item data. I think that's something valid to say, right? Just gotta include it like that. I think that's all good. Don't need to include that now. So yeah, hero weapon data asset is good. Yeah, like maybe we can have an item data. Oh God. Oh God. Wait, do I have two versions of this? Oh no. Okay. So maybe in here we can have something instead of say e weapon type, we could just say e item type. And then say weapon. Maybe we could say collectible. And we could say so weapon, collectible. This could be consumable. Consumable. Those could be things like potions and whatnot. Boom, boom. Weapon, collectible, consumable. Okay. And then so here's a hero item base, right? And we want to say so yeah, protected. How do I want to phrase this? Like I know there's a way to show and hide properties based on certain things. So weapon base is we have a variable like this. So e item type. Do other data assets have like a? Yeah, we do have something like that. So we want to say like. Oh Lord. Something like that, more or less. Does it have an initialization? No. Okay. Alright, so let's close out of everything. Let's just kind of think fresh, right? So we have item data. .h. Okay, so we have item type, so weapon, collectible, consumable. Then I want to have a new property, edit anywhere, blueprint read only, category equals, so hero item. I think that's enough. This will be hero item abilities. And I know there's a macro where you can only show the property if some other properties set. UE4 macro hide property. So property specifiers maybe. Advanced display. Category, we already know that one. Instance only, instanced. Metadata for sure, I think is what we want. Yeah, edit condition. So name a Boolean property. So names a Boolean property that is used to indicate whether editing of this property is disabling. So I guess I have to say something like meta equals edit condition equals type not equal to collectible. Clearly not right. So I think you make the tag is no longer flipped to a single Boolean property. It is now evaluated using a full-fledged express parser, meaning you can include a full C++. Oh, let's see, edit condition. Okay, so it's in parentheses. So edit condition equals don't know if that's valid. But we'll say I think it's an item base. This. So something clearly not right here. Okay, so they want to. So let's see what happens. So member declaration type cannot be defined in, as it's already defined in the scope. Aha. And we're overriding the name. I guess we should say, instead of type, we could say item type. I think that should be kosher. Okay. Man, it's such a nice day here today in Poland. I gotta go outside and get some sun while I still can. Okay. So already has a body. So see here, I don't. So I have this, and this. So generated U-class body. I pretty much think I have to, yeah, change that to that. I'm still very unsure about this edit condition. We'll find out soon. We're gonna create a data asset for it in a moment. Once it compiles. All right. Okay, so wait, I didn't renew the license. Okay, yeah, I want to buy a license. What the hell? I'm not too sure why it's giving me trouble on not being able to buy it. Yeah, 30-day free trial. I don't want to do that. Plugins. All right, give me a second, folks. Give me a second. I gotta really try to get a new license here. Okay, where are we at? So there's writer. Buy. Well, we could buy coupons. Okay. Let's continue. So, say we have shield, right? Let's create a new miscellaneous data. We should also add item and weapon data assets as well. All right, give me a second. Just gonna buy this shit. Email address. Order and pay. Okay, I'm trying to remember which INI this stuff exists in as well. Let me just also confirm this bank account shit. Boop. So we're looking for hero, right? Project hero. Hero config, and yeah, give me just a second. It's gonna be either default editor, default game, probably default game. That's gonna be my initial input, my first guess. But you know, guesses are half wrong, so I'm wrong. I'm wrong there. Okay. Okay. Verification successful. Finalized transaction. Alright, directories to never cook. Directories to always cook. Gameplay queue paths. Okay, so I'm good. I renewed my license. So maybe default engine. Those are active redirects, debugger information categories, collision profiles, No, so not default engine, default editor. Yeah, here we go. So it's script dot, so it's gonna be hero dot, I guess it's gonna be I don't know if it needs to be hero underscore item data or just hero item data. Because like none of these have it. Alright, let's try hero item data and see what happens, right? Just need to close out the editor and reopen it. Okay. Let's try again. Miscellaneous data asset. So no, it doesn't show. So let's look at item. So hero underscore item data. So that didn't work. So I guess we do have to include underscore. At least I think so. Let's just open this up directly from Unreal Game Sync. Oh fuck. Oh yeah, the streamers are playing World Slayer now. Oh no, relearning before World Slayer. This guy's doing this. Okay. Yeah, I'm really nervous for World Slayer. I hope people like it. Worked hard on that, man. Okay. Miscellaneous data asset. Yeah, still not showing. Why? So script.hero.hero item data, asset class script, engine data asset. Or do I have to do like, okay, so let me look at hero ability data asset. What does that look like? The hero ability data asset, that's how it's written. So hero underscore item data. Oh, it's missing parentheses. Okay, let's try that again. Third time's the charm. Maybe. Miscellaneous data asset. Boom. Here we go. So we got it. So now we can do the same thing for weapon data. So hero underscore weapon data asset. Kind of wish I did better with these namings, but whatever. So hero underscore weapon data asset. So good there. Now we should have the same thing for weapon data now. So miscellaneous data asset, hero weapon data asset. Perfect. So we'll say shield data asset. So now we're going to check if this whole edit condition property is valid or not. So no, that doesn't really work. So it has to be a Boolean. It said it could be like an expression. And also this is all caps, so consumable. Maybe this could be like a private B can use abilities equals, forgot the whole bool part, bool. B can use abilities, this is private. We gotta say what? Item type. I guess we gotta do the expression, right? So, item type. I always forget how to do the tertiary condition. C++ tertiary condition? Is that what it's called? Ternary condition. Ternary operator. And so what we have, so condition. So we gotta say item type. Maybe something like that, and then we can just change this to something like that, because that's kind of what this is saying. Anyway, we had that example as well. Um. So let's see if this works. Oh, ow, God. My fingers. I hope this works. I might have done this backwards. Might have to be false and then true. We'll see. Oh yeah, that still doesn't work. Let's put this the other way. Let's see what happens now. I would like to see, like, instead of using this boolean, just to do that. We'll see if this works. It compiles. So that's good. How many calories are in this thing? 100 and something. Okay, let's take a look now. Still no. So that doesn't work. All right, UE4, C++, edit, condition, specifier. Do I get any information? So it's in parentheses. So there is, so it is possible, so it has to be written like that. So let's see. Category, blah, blah, blah. Can edit change. Sometimes you want to make some properties only available for editing if the object is a certain type. Imagine we have a farming game, we have the designers create plant definition, so flower crop. So yeah. It's pretty much exactly what I want. So edit condition equals parentheses, item type does not equal blah blah blah. So that's more or less what it should be. I'm not sure why it's not working. Conditionally hiding options. Okay, so we want edit condition hides as well. Cancel that. All right, let's recompile. Fingers crossed. So your property, edit anywhere, blueprint, read only. Meta equals edit condition equals item type does not equal the item type that edit condition hides. Looks right. Hey Sandra, how you doing? How are you on this lovely Saturday? Alright, so let's see if this works. So it still doesn't work. Ah. What's it? Is it an issue that it's an item data? All right, let's see. Miscellaneous data asset. Hero item data. We have weapon. Yeah, see, so it still doesn't work. What are we working on? We're probably trying to work with our weapons and trying to get interesting weapon abilities and stuff like that. So right now I'm refactoring stuff to use more data-oriented approaches. So I want to have like a hero item data and then extended from that as hero weapon data, where you could just put information about this like weapon, for example. So this weapon grants a certain data asset where you have your abilities that it'll grant. You could tell it which blueprint to use and other relative data that we might need for weapons. But right now I'm trying to figure out how to have certain data be hidden when, like, so for example, what we're trying to do here is we have this hero item ability data asset to this property, but I want it to not show if the item type is collectible, for example, because like collectibles, for example, you wouldn't want to have if you collect I don't know, a coin or journal entries or whatever, you don't really want that to grant an ability data asset. So I want that property to be hidden if so that like if it's a collectible, you don't see that property, just to make it foolproof kind of thing. So that's what this whole section is, but it doesn't seem to be working. And I'm not too sure why. So UE4 plus edit condition specifier not working. I guess I should say UE5. So I got this. Let's see what information this gives us. I know this is late, but so like I just don't know. Maybe because it's blueprint read only. Let's just take that section out. I wish there was a way to like test this. So we have these properties. So I'm not too sure why. Maybe I just want too many things, and Unreal's like, dude, you can't. Fuck you. But if I can get this to work, that would be super nice. But I wouldn't understand why having it as blueprint read only would ever affect it. So I don't know if that change is going to actually do anything. So let's also make just a normal hero item data thing. So weapon, consumable, collectible. But yeah, see, so it still doesn't hide it. So that's just incredibly frustrating. And I'm not sure what to do. Because it's literally like the exact same thing that I'm doing. Meta equals parentheses edit condition equals then quote item type does not equal e item type collectible. Okay, let me that here. Well, let me just look at this again. Hold on. Is it because I have that? Oh my god, did I accidentally put something there? Alright, let's try again real quick. Because there was a closed parentheses there. Maybe I'm just that stupid. I feel like I should have thrown an error. But you know, before I start talking shit some more, let's just see if this fixes the problem. So weapon. Okay. Fuck. So that was the problem. Cool. So consumable. Good. Collectible. Yeah, it hides it. Weapon shows it. Cool. And I guess the same would apply in here. Yeah. Yeah, hats off to me for being stupid and not seeing a closed parentheses in that statement. So is there a way to like hide a parameter? So UE4 C++ hide property in derived class. Hmm. So maybe this was all worthless anyway. Um. Like, well, I guess I could just have hero item data and not have the weapon data asset, and just have certain properties kind of appear. So let's. Okay, let's clean that up just so we don't forget. So project hero, source, hero, yeah, under weapons, data. Let's just nuke all that whole thing. And then we should be able to just get rid of binaries, intermediate, regenerate. We should be able to open up the solution. Go. Okay, wait for that to open up. So now we should no longer have that class. I mean, yeah, of course it doesn't exist. I don't want it to exist anymore. Hopefully there won't be any kind of problem. But what we can do... is... Oh, man, I really shouldn't have deleted it that quickly. Fuck. Data. Okay, let's restore it. I actually need to see what the fuck it's doing again. Let's move it out. Let's just take... this. And we should say... this definitely should be blueprint read only again. And copy that whole view property. And we could say weapon type. Like that. And we have to say item type equals item type weapon. Okay. Same thing with this one. We'll change that to weapon. We definitely want to probably split this categories wise. So protected. We'll just say weapon item type properties. We'll kind of just grab this whole thing actually. Say general item properties. That. There's the C++, doesn't have anything, so that's good. Is that just spelled? Whatever. Let's see if this works. Oh my god, why? Ugh. That's why I hate sometimes when I have to delete intermediate and binaries and stuff. Have to recompile so much. Hopefully it's only these 87. If it goes to thousands, then I'm just gonna end the stream because we kind of did enough already today. Oh. Boom, boom, boom. I have had a productive day today. Managed to go to the gym. Made some breakfast, had some lunch for leftovers. After this, I'm gonna lay my hammock in my yard for a bit and then probably clean my bathroom. And then chill. Boom, boom, boom. All right, cool. No, I stopped trying to learn. Like I gave my keyboard to Christoph, and I still have a saxophone, but I'm not learning how to play that. Right now, I'm focused more on trying to learn more Polish, trying just to read more in general, drink less, eat less. I'll eat a healthy amount, not starve myself. Try to keep my apartment clean. So no, I'm not really trying to learn an instrument at the moment. Okay, cool. Asset discovery is taking its time. So we'll wait for that to be done. There's just not enough time to do everything that I want. Because, learning an instrument, that you need to practice. And, I think I might just have too many things going on right now. Like I try, streaming, game development stuff. I'm working 9 to 5. I'm trying to keep my house clean. Well, not my apartment clean. Try to spend time with friends. Try to get enough sleep. Try to learn Polish. Try to read. Have to cook for myself. Shopping. Try to enjoy the summer. A lot going on. So I have the new data asset. And yeah, so we have weapon type. So if I hit collectible, you know, everything disappears there. Consumable, we get that. So ability. So we're doing good so far. Let's go ahead. Let's just look at our tasks. So we have prototype shield bash abilities. Weapons have 2 skill slots, possibly passive skill slots. So let's see, refactor, item, weapon, data, and equipping. Create data asset for items. Grant abilities when item is collected, equipped. I'll just say consumed, equipped. I think that's enough. I might have been backwards on what my thinking was here. Yeah, so it does not equal collectible. Yeah, collectible is correct. So I think we need to do let's just do one more here. Class A hero item weapon base weapon. And we'll do another force inline. So get weapon. Return. And let's also get some information here. So item data asset that contains all relevant properties for equipping. Well, all relevant properties for spawning, equipping items that can, or I should say for spawning items that can be equipped, like weapons, collected, collectibles, or consumed. Consumable. That should be enough. Okay, build succeeded, cool. So let's rename this to shield weapon data. Now we should be able to... So weapon. Okay. Interesting. It's not showing this stuff. Why? Maybe I have to create a new one. Delete. Data. And null class, I'll have to remove that. Yeah, here we go. So it just needs to be refreshed. Okay. Shield. Weapon data. Weapon, so weapon type, it's going to be shield. Attachment socket, we won't worry about that. Weapon. Interesting. That doesn't let me... Why is it like this? Oh, I know why. It needs to be... How's it supposed to be written? It has to be like the actual class. So it has to be... T subclass of a hero item weapon base weapon like that. I always forget how this stuff is written. More C++, T subclass of. Does it give me examples? Yeah. So T subclass of U damage type. Not convert L value. I have to do something like that. No, like that. No. Well, how do I get that value then? Maybe 4 C++. Get T subclass of variable. Why the problem? Okay. Okay, so do I have to write it as weapon get default object? No. Get default object. No. T-class is a special type of U-class which only accepts specific class. So it's still U-class, which is just a split class of which but it doesn't have very. So it's still get default object. Cannot convert R value to type U object. Okay. I know what's wrong. Let's do private. So a hero item weapon base. Spawned weapon. So return spawned weapon, mark spawned weapon. Null pointer. Is this also a complaint about being const? Wonder if that's gonna be okay. So functions. All right, let's see if that compiles. Fingers crossed. Been caught. Okay. Alright, so now should be able to go to shield weapon data and then put in shield. And there you go. And then we can have, for example, now miscellaneous data, hero ability data asset, and we could just say shield ability data. Put that into here. And then from here, we could say, okay, under, you know, ability 1, ability 2, do this ability, right? So that's where we can basically say, okay, we have a shield bash, we have this, we have that, and then we should be kind of more or less good to go. So we first just need to make sure we're able to spawn and equip like the weapon and stuff now. So we'll do that probably next time. We also have a lot to clean up within the actual weapon base class, because a lot of it's now going to be handled in the data, like abilities, for example. I think that's the only thing left, so we'll have to clean that up too. I think we can maybe do that now, because, well, I think it's in hero item base. Yeah. Whoops. So we could just kind of nuke that. And let's just look at hero weapon base real quick. So we have this equip and everything, so we're gonna have to double check all that stuff. Because under equip weapon, we no longer have this shit, right? So let's that, and we'll just say true. We could just do this whole thing. We could say return true. Same thing with this one. So I have to go re-look into that. Let's just compile one last time. Let's look in our perf force as well. Yeah, there's a couple stuff here. Check that out. Weapons, items. All well and good. I don't think we did anything else. Let's just see if we get any kind of compilation errors from the changes that we just did. All right, cool. Excuse me. Yeah, we can delete data finally. Bye-bye. So now in here, we should no longer have that property. Yeah, we're good. So I think we're good to go. Okay. Let us submit. Begin refactoring items, weapons into a more data-driven architecture. Wham bam. Weapon data asset.cpp. Okay. Weapon data asset. Revert. We should be good now. There you go. Close out of everything, confirm that, and we're good. So that's going to be it for today. Sandra, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. Most likely we can stream on Monday, continue this whole process. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and see you soon.